If you struggle with binge eating, or maybe just had a binge eating episode, then this video is for you. Today we're going to do some EFT tapping to help you to stop the binging and in the long term help you to clear up the pattern or the cycles of binging. Hi, I'm Maria LiPuma, and I help women stop emotional eating and end food addiction. And I struggled for years with binge eating. The key for me was to stop beating myself up because the pattern just got worse and worse as I beat myself up because I dove into the food and started binging. So EFT is a great practice to help you break that pattern, break that cycle. You need to start wherever you're at in the pattern. Maybe you've just had a binge, or maybe you haven't had a binge today, but you're worried about having a binge in the near future. Maybe you notice that you have a pattern. Like me, I saw that I had a pattern. I would go a certain amount of days doing great with eating, and then all of a sudden I would slide into an old destructive pattern. The key for me was to stop beating myself up because that was part of the pattern. So wherever you're at right now in your relationship to food and binge eating, you want to embrace and accept yourself. And I know that that can be challenging and difficult because we've sometimes programmed into thinking that the harder we are on ourselves, or the more we get angry at ourselves, or the more we beat ourselves into submission, that's going to stop the binge eating. But actually the opposite of that is true. Usually we turn to food and we're binging because we're in some kind of emotional pain. We want to soothe ourselves. So if you're in pain, the worst thing you can do is to inflict more pain on yourself by beating yourself up. So wherever you're at in this cycle, I want you to just sit down and tap along with me today so that you can bring some relief and gain some insight as to how to break this pattern. If you're new to tapping, there'll be a link below that will explain more about it. But for today's purposes, follow along with me. So you want to just tune into yourself and notice where you're at. Maybe you're still feeling numb from a binge, or maybe you've binged yesterday or anticipating a binge. You want to tune into how you're feeling. And if it's numb that you're feeling, then that's what you acknowledge. With EFT, the opportunity is to embrace wherever you're at with acceptance. So we'll start tapping on the side of the hand and take a deep breath in and let it go. Even though I have this problem with binge eating, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this pattern of turning to food to numb myself and avoid my feelings, I deeply and completely love, honor, and forgive myself. Even though I have this pattern of binge eating, I choose to accept myself with love and compassion. And tune into your breath, tune into your body. If you're having difficulty saying those words, just say, wouldn't it be nice if I could be more accepting of myself? Absolutely change the words to fit you more specifically as we go through the round. So maybe as we're tapping, you'll think about the last binge you had, or the worry and the fear about the next binge. Whatever comes up, just allow it to move through you. And tap through the round, take a deep breath in and let it go. Even though I'm binging and I feel stressed and overwhelmed about it, and I have an impulse to beat myself up because I'm so tired and frustrated of this pattern, today I choose to accept myself with compassion. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Even though I've learned to turn to food to numb myself because I'm running away from my feelings and I don't even know what feelings I'm running away from. Today I choose to love, honor, and forgive myself. Even though I have this pattern and I'm so frustrated and angry with myself, today I choose to love, honor, and accept myself. This binge eating, it's been a pattern for a long time. And I feel frustrated and angry with myself. Why can't I just get over it? And even though I've been turning to food to numb myself, today I choose to love, honor, and forgive myself and anyone else that contributed to this pattern, this struggle with binge eating. I might be feeling numb today because I'm still reeling from a binge, but I choose to accept myself with compassion today. Even though I've been struggling with this pattern, today I choose to love, honor, and forgive myself and anyone else that contributed to this pattern of binge eating. And as you're tapping, tuning into any thoughts or feelings or emotions that are arising for you in this moment, allowing your feelings, the frustration, the anger, the pain, whatever's coming up for you, you want to shed light on it. You want to allow it to move through you, because these are the drivers that keep you in this pattern. So breaking the pattern right now is going to give you some insight, some freedom, some awareness. Maybe you've been using this binge eating pattern to beat yourself up. Wouldn't it be nice if I were kinder to myself? If you're turning to food to numb yourself, it's likely that there's some painful emotions under that. And so the kinder and gentler you are with yourself, the more effective unraveling this will be. Today I choose to have more compassion with myself. And even though I've been caught in a binge eating cycle, I choose to love, honor, and accept myself today. I choose to be curious about what's driving this. I choose to love, honor, and forgive myself. It's okay for me to stop binging now. In this moment, I can stop binging. I can tune into what it is I'm feeling or not feeling in the moment. I can take some time to tune into myself and my body. And remember that if I'm struggling, the best thing I could do for myself is to be more compassionate. Wouldn't it be nice if I could have more compassion for myself, especially when I'm struggling? Wouldn't it be nice if I could bring some breath and some spaciousness to this pattern so that I can stop it? Today I choose to accept myself with compassion. Today I choose to find healthier ways to tune into my feelings so that I can break this binge eating pattern. Today I'm choosing to love, honor, and respect myself and to find healthier ways to give voice to my feelings. I can stop stuffing them down with food. I can stop beating myself up with destructive food patterns. I can forgive myself and move on with more compassion and self-acceptance. Today I choose to start breaking this pattern, whatever it is for me. I'm open and curious to looking at the pattern, to looking at the negative payoffs, and start turning them around. I'm so grateful and appreciative that I'm taking the time today to tap on this problem. I deserve to be happy, healthy, and whole. And as I continue to tap and unravel it, I can stop this pattern. One day at a time, I can re-engage, get back on my path, forgive myself for turning to food, and learn healthier ways to feel my feelings, to heal my wounds, to find comfort. Today I choose to comfort myself in ways that are not destructive. Maybe a warm bath, or talking to a friend, or writing in a journal, or praying and meditating. I'm open to exploring healthier ways to comfort myself. And if I fall back into an old behavior of binge eating, I can simply forgive myself and get back on track. I choose to stop punishing myself with food or with negative self-talk. I choose to be more accepting of myself and more curious when I default to old destructive behavior. I'm so grateful and appreciative that I'm taking the time today to unravel this problem so that I can be at peace within myself and find healthier, nourishing ways to heal, to release the need to turn to food to numb myself. I'm so grateful and appreciative that I'm taking the time today to turn this around. You can take a deep breath in and let it go. Drinking some water is helpful with this process. And tune into yourself, tune into your body, and notice how you feel. Maybe if you were feeling numb at the beginning, you are feeling more. Maybe you got some insight as to what was driving you to the food. The answer is to be curious and compassionate with yourself. Break the cycle of beating yourself up. When you're turning to food to numb yourself, it's likely that there's some painful emotions underneath that. And inflicting more pain on yourself is not going to help you in the long run. If you need help with this, this is my expertise. I help women unravel this. So reach out for a free strategy call with me. You don't have to do this alone. I'd love to hear if this was helpful for you. Let me know in the thread below what you learned about yourself and how you are going to continue to take good care of yourself until you heal from this malady. Binge eating does not have to be a lifelong sentence. I've stopped after many years of doing it, and I help my clients every day stop the binge eating cycle. It's important to be curious, compassionate with yourself, and you will absolutely unravel it. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you know somebody who's struggling with binge eating, please share it with them. And until next time, keep on taking good care of yourself. Bye now.